Mission 3, Strike. Time to strike. To win a game, you need to bring your opponent's life down to 0. To do that, you're gonna need to attack them with the strike action. Let's look at how a strike works. It seems that it's Kai's turn now. He could move and reposition like Seoul did, but it seems like he has a better idea. He's taking the strike action. Now, Kai looks at the dust card in his hand. On the left, you'll see its stats. It has 2 to 3 range, 5 power, 3 speed, and 4 guard. It even has effects that let it ignore his opponent's armor and guard. But it looks like Seoul is at range 1. This means that dust can't hit him. Instead, Kai looks at Grasp. This card's stats show that it has 1 range. The almighty all-rounder plays Grasp face down so that Seoul can't see what it is. Even if it's still Kai's turn and Kai's strike action, Seoul has to respond to it with an attack of his own. Seoul doesn't have an answer in his hand, so he answers Kai's thought-out attack with a wild swing by taking the top card of his deck and playing that without looking at it. Now that both fighters have cards face down, they reveal their attacks. Comparing their speeds, Kai's Grasp is faster than Seoul's Cross, so he goes first. Kai already knows that Grasp hits Seoul at this range, so his attack hits. The hit effect on Grasp goes off, and Kai throws Seoul away from him. Then, Kai's attack deals 3 damage to Seoul. When an attack deals damage, check to see if that damage is higher than the opponent's guard. If it is, then the opponent is stunned. This means that they don't get to counterattack. In this example, Seoul has no guard, and so any amount of damage stuns him. The strike ends and Kai's Grasp goes into his gauge area because it hit. Seoul's Cross is sent to the discard because it didn't hit. Better luck next time. This ends Kai's turn. When a player uses the strike action, they don't get to draw at the end of their turn. Seoul is sent reeling, but he's not out of the game yet. He has his own trick up his sleeve. Now that it's his turn, Seoul thinks it's time to crank this game up to 11 with a strike of his own. The ruthless striker sets down 2 cards instead of 1. Kai seems nonchalant and patiently sets a single card in response. Upon reveal, Seoul shows that he's played 2 copies of the same attack, Slash. He's just played an EX attack. He puts one of the slashes into discard, giving his remaining slash +1 to its power, speed, armor, and guard. Now with 6 speed, Seoul goes faster than Kai's slow focus. Slash's before effect brings Seoul to range 1, where it hits and deals 5 damage. Seoul's slash gives him advantage on hit. This means that he gets to take the next turn instead of Kai. Kai's focus has 2 armor, reducing the incoming damage down to 3. Focus also has 5 guard. Since Kai didn't take more than 5 damage, he's not stunned. Kai saw this coming all along. Now he counterattacks Seoul for 3 damage. Plus, thanks to his after effect, Kai even gets to draw a card. Since Seoul has the advantage, it's his turn again. We didn't see it here, but Kai could have played one of his Ultra attacks instead. These are powerful attacks that cost cards from your gauge to play. They're well worth the cost, though. This is just one of the many ways strikes can play out in Guilty Gear Strive, the board game. In the next mission, we'll talk about buffing yourself and your attack.
Let's rock!